Hey, this is Joey Does Finance here to talk to you about risk in preparation for my Series 65 exam. Now, there's two types of risk. We got systematic and unsystematic. Now, one of these exists regardless of securities. They exist in a system, of course, because they're issued on stock exchanges, over the counter, and therefore it's in a system, as that's the nature of selling these things. And then unsystematic, that is exclusive to the type of security or the industry or business that you are in. Now, unsystematic risk can be diversified, which is where financial advisors come into play to help you manage your risk to have a lowly reduced and less scary portfolio. And this is how people make a bunch of money even when the market is not doing well, by making good decisions and understanding how the business cycle works to diversify your unsystematic risk. Now, we're going to start with systematic risk. You can use the Enneagram Prime for this. Purchasing power risk, which is how much money am I going to be making when I have a security? Like, am I going to have as much money later as I did to invest? That's usually a scary thing that people are worried about. Reinvestment risk is, am I going to have enough time? It usually varies. Do I have enough time to reinvest this into something else? Various things like that when you get the money back. Oh, am I going to have enough money to add more to this certain thing? And then we got interest rate risk. This is like the general system of like influenced by the federal fund rate and bonds. Now, equities vary in relation to interest rates, but usually you can closely most relate this to bonds. As interest rates increase, their bonds pricing will go down. They'll be at a discount. And as interest rates decrease, the price will increase of a bond. And then it'll be sold at a premium. And then interest rates in that system, like the call ratio and yield to maturity, stuff like that, that will be more explained later. Now, we also have market risk, which is just the inherent risk of existing inside of a market. Sometimes it's scary to be investing in an exact security in a certain place and putting all your eggs in one basket. Some people like index funds because, as well as the 500 is doing really well like it did recently, if you invest in that, that was up 30% recently. So that's a pretty safe bet, and people like investing in the overall so that you have a better close relation to that. Some people can even do inverse index funds, and they can even be like leveraged in that so that you get even more. It's like almost betting in a way. And then we also have exchange rate risk, which is like currency risk when you invest in like ADRs and other foreign securities. ADRs reduce your exchange rate risk, but it's still there. And then now we have unsystematic risk. Like business risk is the overall investing in a business that maybe they have a product that's like outdated and then another company beats them out. That's business risk. Financial risk, that they go under or that you lose money and then you're not able to recoup losses. Management risk, the company's not doing extremely well and the CEO needs to be replaced, like Ubisoft, where they are not doing well at all and they need to replace because they've not been able to recoup their losses. We also have operational risk. This is like supply lines and stuff, and like changing manufacturing locations, other risks that are a part of the process. Legal and regulatory, like when a company is like taxed or they do a bunch of things to a company that makes it harder for them to make money, and raising the minimum wage is a pretty big effect on the operational, legal, regulatory risk of a company. And then we also have industry risk, which is just the general risk of existing in a certain set of industry. Like, as I said in a previous video, cyclical industries do well with the economy, and then counter-cyclical do well when the economy is not doing well. And then we got defensive, which are always doing well, which is like cigarette companies and hospitals, which will always need in food industry related things. And that's my general overview of risk. If you have any more questions about a certain risk, I would love to talk more about it in the comments down below. If you need any more videos about Series 65 content, I'll be posting more. Feel free to subscribe. I thank you for your time. God bless.